Assalamu alaikum. This is Aisha Nadeem, roll number 10 from Chemistry Department. Today we will discuss the International Organization for Standardization or ISO 14000 and 14001 in detail. ISO stands for International Organization for Standardization, which is an independent, non-governmental international body that develops and publishes international standards to ensure the quality, safety, and efficiency across products, services, and systems. ISO has played a crucial role in shaping global industry, trade, and technology since its founding in 1947. Below is a comprehensive timeline of its development, key milestones, and the evolution of its most influential standards. First of all, we will discuss the prehistory or the pre-ISO era, which we called as early standardization efforts. In the late 19th century, the Industrial Revolution exposed the need for standardization due to inconsistencies in manufacturing and trade. To address this, countries began creating their own standards, causing further global trade issues. But in 1906, the International Electrotechnical Commission (IEC) was formed to standardize electrical technologies. Later, in 1926, the International Federation of the National Standardizing Associations (ISA) was created for engineering fields, but dissolved during World War II. After the war, the United Nations pushed for a new international body, leading to a 1946 meeting in London, where 25 countries established the foundation of the International Organization for Standardization. Then the foundation of ISO took place in 1947 and some early years. The International Organization for Standardization was officially established on February 23 in 1947 with its headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. The name ISO is derived from the Greek word isos, meaning equal, highlighting its goal for promoting uniformity in standards across nations and industries, rather than being an acronym. In 1951, ISO released its first standard, which defines 20 degrees Celsius as a standard reference temperature for industrial lengths and measurements, an essential step for consistency in manufacturing and engineering. During the 1950s and 60s, ISO expanded rapidly into core industrial sectors such as mechanical engineering, introducing standards for screw, threads, and bearings, and into metrology, where it focused on standardizing units of measurements. It was also developed basic testing standards related to materials and safety, laying the groundwork for global industrial cooperation and product compatibility. In 1970s and 80s, growth of management and safety standards. In 1971, the ISO introduced ISO 1000, a significant milestone that standardized the use of SI units such as meters, kilograms, and seconds across the globe, ensuring uniformity in scientific and industrial measurements. This helped eliminate confusion caused by different measurement systems used in various countries. Later in 1979, ISO published ISO 7000, which focused on the standardization of the graphical symbols used in public signage. These universal symbols, like those for restrooms or emergency exits, improved communication and safety across language barriers. A major breakthrough came in 1987 with the launch of the ISO 9000 series, especially ISO 9001, which established global standards for quality management systems. It became the most widely adopted QMS standard in the world, primarily driven by the need in the manufacturing sectors for reliable, consistent product quality and continuous improvement in organizational processes. Then in the 1990s era, which we called as the globalization and IT revolution, in 1994, a major revision of ISO 9001 marked a shift from traditional inspection-based quality control to a more modern process-based approach focused on quality assurance, emphasizing prevention over detection of defects. As environmental concerns grew globally, ISO 14001 was introduced in 1996 to guide organizations in establishing effective environmental management systems (EMS), aligning with increasing environmental regulations like Kyoto Protocol. During the 1990s, ISO also expanded into field of information technology and cybersecurity through collaboration with the International Electrotechnical Commission (IEC). Under ISO or IEC JTC1, this led to a key standard such as ISO IEC 9126 for software quality, and later in 2005, ISO IEC 27001 for information security management, helping organizations protect sensitive data and ensure digital resilience. The 2000 era which we called as the risk management and global supply chains. In 2000, ISO released ISO 9001 in 2000, which introduced the process approach to quality management, placing strong emphasis on continuous improvement and customer satisfaction across all organizational functions. In response to rising concerns over global food safety incidents such as mad cow disease, ISO 22000 was launched in 2005 to provide a comprehensive framework for food safety management systems applicable to all stages of the food supply chain. Then in 2008, ISO introduced ISO 31000, a guideline that helped organizations standardize their risk management practices, enabling more effective identification, evaluation, and mitigation of risk in both public and private sectors. Then after this, the 2010 era starts, which we called as the digital transformation and sustainability. In 2015, ISO introduced major updates of two of its key standards. ISO 9001 in 2015 incorporated risk-based thinking and emphasized greater leadership involvement in quality management, while ISO 14001 in 2015 strengthened the requirements related to environmental impact, aligning more closely with sustainability goals. In 2018, ISO launched ISO 45001, a new standard for occupational health and safety, which replaced OSAS 18001 and integrated health and safety management and other ISO systems for a more unified approach. And in the 2020s, ISO expanded into emerging fields such as artificial intelligence, smart cities, and climate actions. Notable developments include ISO IEC 23053 in 2001, which provides a framework for machine learning in AI systems, which involves deep learning or data learning or all these things, and the anticipated ISO 14068, focused on achieving carbon neutrality, expected to be released in 2024. Now we will discuss ISO today 2024 and beyond. ISO today has a membership of over 170 national standard bodies from around the world, including organizations like ANSI from USA, BSI from UK, and DIN from Germany. It has published more than 25,000 international standards covering almost every industry imaginable, from manufacturing and healthcare to information technology and food safety. Looking ahead, ISO is focusing on key global challenges and emerging technologies, including ethical and governance standards for artificial intelligence, interoperability in blockchain systems, and new standards to address climate change and promote a circular economy rather than linear economy. Clear? Now, here is a general list of ISO standards. There are a few ISO standards out of 25,000, and their titles and their purposes and focus. First of all, we will discuss ISO 9001, which is we called as the quality management systems. It ensures the consistent product or service quality. ISO 14001, which is an environmental management systems which helps reduce environmental impact like global warming or certain things. ISO 45001, occupational health and safety management. It improves the workplace safety. ISO 27001, it ensures the protects information systems and data. ISO 22000, which is a food safety management. It ensures the food safety from farm to fork. ISO 50001, which is energy management systems. It improves the energy efficiency. Then ISO 31000, which we called as the risk management. It provides guidelines for managing risk. ISO 26000, social responsibility. It guides on social and environmental ethics. ISO 13485, which is medical devices quality management systems. It is specific to medical device manufacturers. ISO IEC 17025, it is a testing and calibration laboratories. It ensures lab competency. ISO 22301, business continuity management. It ensures organizations can recover from crisis. ISO 20121, sustainable event management. for environmentally responsible event planning, ISO IEC 27017 cloud security controls, which ensures the information security for cloud services, ISO IEC 20000, which is IT service management. It ensures the standards for effective IT services. ISO 10002, which is customer satisfaction compliant handling. It guidelines for handling customer complaints. ISO 4217, which ensures the currency codes like USD, EUR, or PKR, etc., for global finance. ISO 3166, which ensures the country codes, standards for country codes, which is PK, US, or UK, etc. ISO 8601, which is for date and time format. It ensures and the standard date format, like for example YYYY, which ensures the year 2000, for example 2001, and the month, which is January, and the date supported is the 9. DD ensures the date. And the last is ISO 639, which is for language codes for language names, for example, ENG for English, etc. These are just some of the most recognized ISO standards. Over 25,000 standards exist, covering everything from cruise and bulls to data privacy, agriculture, aviation, and smart cities.